This video will take you step by step on how to graph your coordinate pairs on this digital coordinate graph. This is a 4-quadrant graph, which means you have your x-axis extending from the -10 to the +10 in value, and your y-axis extending from -10 to +10 in value. When you find your coordinate pair, click on where they meet and it will highlight a circle for you. You can plot any point on this graph. Let's plot the first point, which is -5, 1. Find -5 on the x-axis and 1 on the y-axis. After you click on it, it will highlight. Hover over to the paint bucket and select a color to fill that circle in. You have now plotted your point. Continue plotting all the points in the beginning to end section. Now that I'm finished with that section, I can connect the points with a line. To do this, hover over to the line selection and choose Polyline. Click on your first point and connect it to the following points in the order that you plotted them. If your line accidentally finishes before you are done with a section, it will highlight it for you. If this happens, simply click backspace to delete the incomplete line and start a new polyline until you connect all of the points. When you are finished, double-click at the last section and it will finish the line for you. Now that the line is highlighted, I like to change the fill-in color, the line color, and the line weight. Since this made a complete shape, it will automatically fill in with a gray color. I like to keep my shapes transparent until I am completed with the entire picture, and then I go back to color in. Let's start the next section. Find 2 on the x-axis and 1 on the y-axis. Click to highlight. If you accidentally press the backspace button when a point is highlighted, you will no longer be able to graph that point. What you need to do is undo that action by either pressing Edit, Undo, or you can press Ctrl-Z, and it will bring that point back. Now that you have it back, we will graph each point and connect it with a polyline once the section is complete. Notice when I connect this section with a polyline, it doesn't color it in. That is because it does not create a shape. I can still change the line color and the line weight. When I complete the last section, it creates a shape and it is in front of all of the other shapes and lines. I need to send this shape backwards so I can see all of my sections graphed. To do this, click on Arrange, click on Order, and then click on Send Backward. It will send this shape backward one time, or you can press Ctrl, the down key arrow multiple times, and it will complete the action quicker. Now that I am done graphing and connecting each section with a polyline, it is time to color it in. If you have a complete shape, you can just simply click on that shape, click on the paint bucket, and choose a color for that shape. If you created a single line, you will have to create a new polyline around the perimeter of each shape. So for example, this is a single line. I cannot color it in. I need to create a new polyline around the perimeter of the entire shape I'd like to color in, and then it will allow me to choose a color for that shape. Now let's move on to the next section. Our first coordinate pair is 2019. When you find 2019 on the coordinate graph, it has a line from the previous section running through it. You may try to click just above the line to see if you can click on that point. In this case, I was able to click on it and plot it. But let's say I wasn't having any luck clicking on that point. I can click on the line that is running through that point and click on the down arrow once, and it will shift the entire line down one space. Then my point is open for plotting. I can plot that point, then click on that line and press the up arrow one time, and it will shift the line back to its previous position.